couple of simulators, and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Welcome to the Iron Thunder Racing League. Here today, guys, are at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The reconfiguration turned it into a super speedway. I wish it hadn't have, but it has, sadly for them. I'm going to pull up some track info here. Really is who can avoid the big one more than anything else. And that's really all that needs to be said for the race. It's going to be close quarters literally the whole entire time. Going to be nose to tail with each other. Guys will give pushes at maybe the wrong times. Hopefully not. However, it's going to be 100 laps, stages at lap 25 and lap 50, 2 overtimes. They have 5 sets of tires, 60% fuel. Their fuel, if I had to guess, fuel range is maybe around 40 to 50 laps, maybe. And that's off the top of my head. I may be wrong. We'll just have to see if I am. I think that's relatively close to what it should be, though, for these guys. We'll just have to find out. We'll find out eventually soon. They have just got done with their qualifying, so I'll pull up the qualifying order here right now. So Brandon Pamet first, Kevin Hash second, Christopher Gale third, Raymond Rittenauer fourth, Alex Little fifth, Kelvin Masseur sixth, Brandon Klusterhoot seventh, eighth, Dave Matson ninth, Matt Quick 10th, Matt Cherry 11th, Lana Polinsky 12th, Sawyer Ott 13th, Tristan Ott 14th, Storm Patterson 15th, Adam Boyles 16th, Eric Drapeau 17th, Manning Gregory 18th, Paul Majivka 19th, George Buffons Jr. 20th, Josh Coley, and 21st was Brian Wortman. And Dylan Hale's race control, so he does not count as the actual driver on the track. I'll wait for everybody to grid. You know, make sure I have my trading paints pulled up also to give these guys a refresh for their car. Atlanta is a track that's kind of fallen into, sadly, what other tracks have kind of started to go towards. It's this super speedway style racing, which I get why they have it, but me personally, I don't like it. Actually, over the weekend, we just saw Kyle Larson take a huge hit in the driver and the passenger side that dented the bar end on his car, and that should not be happening. But it was basically full speed hit on the side of it. They were very lucky that it wasn't driver's side, because if that was driver's side, he very well could have been dead. And I would not be surprised if we see a lot more safety changes come soon here. These next gens are supposed to be super safe, but it seems like so far they've been pretty much anything but safe for some of these guys out here. Guys, they do this for a living, but you don't want to die doing this, that's for dang sure. Some guys are having to make a choice between those, sadly for them. As holy crap, my friend absolutely bent the living world out of this thing right here. Looking at an old Ryzen processor here, and he is actually bent. I don't know how he's bent this pin so much. Oh gosh, it's gonna be hard to get out, but I'll work on that later. Trying to straighten out the pins on it, as if you don't know, on Ryzen's, the pins are on the CPU. Intel's, they're actually off the CPU. I'm gonna need to get like a magnifying. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a magnifying glass for that, and some smaller things to get to it, because that is very damaged. But it's the RNG heating and cooling 200 here. hopefully it should be a good race. I believe it will be a good race here. Guys, got to be careful about bumps. You don't want to bump in the wrong spot. It's not uncommon to see either. Johnny, if that's about the CPU, they're not broken. You can bend those back, but you got to be very careful with them. I've done that with a couple motherboards before. That's why I don't like. That's why I dislike Ryzen very much. Well, I don't dislike it. It's just that design. I hate that. The pace car will pull in here. Brandon Pamitat will lead him to green. Kevin Hash will be on his outside. Starter's gonna have the flag in his hand. No camera pack for this track, but green flag is in the air. We are underway here. It looks like he decides he wanted to try to get the lead. He will get it there. He'll lead the very first lap. Here's Little's on the bottom. Hash is up on the top lane with him. Yes, thank you, Johnny. I think it pretty much broke. I don't know if it broke it fully, but I know one of the bars was bent on it. Bent in as Hash is going to do a little bit of a swap here. He's going to get Raymond to go with him. They're going to leave Gale out to dry. This is what happens at tracks like this, too. You get guys that just leave each other out there like, no. You go on. I don't want to deal with you is what these guys pretty much say to each other. It sucks sometimes, but how it goes. Hash is leading Raymond, Little, Brandon Klusterhoos. Gales now went back to 5th. Pamitat, I think he's actually dropped to pretty much the back here. He's got to be careful. He's actually, no, he's 3/10 to Josh Coley, but Coley needs to stay in the draft here. Coley, I believe he is. He's getting decently far away, though. Right now, he's about 4/10 behind Manning. That still is a draft. At 6/10 is when you lose the draft. If you can get to 6/10 when you're at super speedways, then you'll have just a little bit of it. But guys will have to keep their cars in. Got Cherry goes from top to bottom. Cherry, I believe he's running a new paint scheme. As I didn't give these guys a paint refresh, I'll do that again. I may have and just forgot I did it, but we'll do it again for these guys. Yep, Matson has a new paint scheme here too. It's like a Navy-inspired paint scheme for him. Got Storm running that paint scheme that he runs in the Rush series, also pretty much the exact same thing. Just put on a next-gen car, but Ashley probably likes what he's seeing. Hopefully. Wick's trying to get a line going. He's got Gale, Balfons with him. I think that is Balfons. No, I might be wrong. That is... Yes, no, that is George Balfons. I was correct. Got Balfons, Eric, Boyles, Coley, Pamitat go with them. I get that top line going now. When these guys come down pit road, it's weird because this track wears tires kind of odd. It's not like a typical super speedway. I don't even know what this track is really called. But it's designed like a super speedway, but it's a lot smaller than one. And the tires actually do wear the right sides pretty aggressively if you're not careful. This is definitely a track that's it's definitely weird now. That is for sure. It's a weird track that NASCAR has in their schedule for it. See, Quick, he's coming. Oh, here he comes with Gale behind him. Got to get around Matson. Try to get around Masseur. So he might get around Matson here. He's got to get Gale to line up with him. Gale might have gotten a little bit hot because he's laying off a lot. Got to manage those temps. That's one thing too. You guys have to watch that. It's Taco Tuesday. And yep, there's Coley's fan page. Fan club. Same thing. Close enough. Let's just... I'm not going to say what I was going to say there because then they do the exact opposite. Gale's now, or Quick now kind of has that top line falling apart on him. It's not really going anywhere. It's just kind of stalled where it is. Just here, pretty much. This is what super speedway racing is. Welcome to it. Guys just stay nose to tail with each other, and then they hope they don't wreck. Sometimes, if they do, well, then it gets really fun. Depending on that driver. If you're the guy involved, it's not fun. If you're the guy that barely makes it through, it gets your heart rate up. And about have a heart attack, pretty much. They saw your Ott back here with Storm. Going from top to bottom there. He's going to get a good draft from Matt's in front of him. Come up there a little bit more. Not too far, however. I just realized why that is so loud. And give me a second here, y'all. I had just realized what it was here. I had my gain up, so you're all gonna hear a little bit of a different audio change here. Gonna freak out a little bit, but not too much, as there we go. I knew something was off. I knew something was. Pretty much matching it there. I have to boost the audio where I have it split. So it sounds a little bit different for y'all than what I actually hear. Actually, probably a little bit louder. I also have a limiter placed on it where it can't drown out my voice. Luckily, as we have Little now getting that top line going. He's got Brandon with him. He's got Little, Brandon, Matt, Gale, Storm. Looks like he's thinking about it. He actually hops up there with him. Little might try to get the lead here, but I think Brandon slipped up in the corner. You can see him swing it wide there. Quick will go by him. Gale will let him in, though. So really no space is lost from him. But this is what happens when you... Ooh, what happened to Majivka here? He's got some damage on that right front. What happened to Majivka? The Cherry's also back here too. There must have been something else that happened that I didn't catch. An almost wreck or something must have happened back there. That top lane keeps going, then they kind of die out after a little bit. There they go. Oh, Storm almost came up into Brandon there for half a second. That is not what you want to see at this track. If somebody kind of just slowly drift up, you're like, oh, here they go. A lot of the times they just keep tracking it up there with you, and then they take you out. And then you're like, well, this just sucks for me. Nothing you can do after that point, pretty much. And it's very annoying. It's a very annoying feeling. These guys, however, are running about 30-second laps right now. And then, again, like I said, there is a stage break at lap 25. So these guys will come down. We'll have a caution. Tires will probably take them. You have 5 sets, so it can't hurt you. Now, later on in the race, fuel mileage or fuel strategy can be huge. The guy leading is always pulling the people behind him. So if you're the guy leading, you're maybe not in the best position sometimes. Sometimes you are, sometimes you aren't. It really depends on who it is that's leading for you all, however. Will's now going to try to get a run that he got from Matson there. He's going to pretty much try to go around Matson. He's going to stall out. But he's going to have Quick to pick him up. Stogger's not going to try his hand at it. I don't think it's going to work. That top line is just, they're not together enough, really. And Raymond's also basically glued to Hash. Raymond's not moving off of Hash at all. I mean, he's pretty much staying right behind him. I think that top line needs to get a little bit more sorted out, just a little bit closer to each other. It's really all, and I think Little just put himself on the wall there as soon as I said it. Yep, he did. He clips it. So he just keeps it up against it, doesn't pull it down in front of traffic, but he will probably lose the draft because of that. You see Drapeau's back here also running his own race. But looks like Majivka and Polinsky have gotten near each other, and they've decided to, let's kind of make like a somewhat draft. If they can pick up Little, that will actually help them a lot here. So I think they will. They're thinking about it. Yeah, they're going to pick up Little here. That's going to help Little a lot. Probably going to push themselves up to Drapeau as you see Brian Workman on the apron there. I don't know if he blew up or if he's just slow right now. See what happened to him. Was he just letting them by, or was he trying to go down pit road? He's down on the apron. Did they not update? Oh, they didn't. So he may have thought that pit road entrance was there. I don't think they've updated it. Yeah, they haven't updated this track, I believe, with the new pit road entrance here. So I think he thought that was where he had to commit because that's where they have to in real life. He's probably confused. He's like, what am I, like, why can't I go down here? I've kind of gotten sorted out in the bottom a little bit. Everybody's pretty much bottom part of the track. See Pamitat, pole sitter. He's currently riding back here in ninth. Not a big deal. Staying out of trouble, staying out of the way. Not staying out of the way, really staying out of the trouble. You don't need to run up front all the time here. Works somewhat, I guess. I don't really think so. For me personally, I don't really like running up front. Well, it's weird. This track you do and don't. Because if you're the leader, you're burning off more fuel, but also don't have to deal with the stuff that's happening behind you. So it's kind of a way the benefits and other stuff like that. Basically decide if you want to or not. They're going to be coming around Matt Cherry. Matt will actually go a lap down here. But he will probably be able to find a hole to get down to the bottom as he's actually coming to the stage break. This, I believe, next lap, there'll be the stage break for them. Yeah, see, Hash is leading. So Cherry, he'll get the lucky dog, so he won't be stuck a lap down forever. That is unless Majivka somehow gets around him. I don't think he will. Majivka's 4 seconds behind Cherry is what it says. No, in front of, behind, front, behind, yes. I believe it will be Kevin Hash. He will come out of 3 and 4, and I think he will take home the first stage win here. Caution should fly shortly after. There it goes. So Hash wins the first stage here at Atlanta. 25 laps into the race. They will have one more stage at lap 50, and then to the green, or to the end. You could maybe do that in one stop. I think it'll be close. I'm not sure what their fuel mileage is. I really don't know. I don't even really know what it is half the time. I just kind of hop in there and I'll guess. That's how it goes most of the time, though. There's Alex Widener. What in the world did you do when I was over at your house, this thing, man? I mean, well, I saw him do it, so I know what he did, but holy crap. That messes with my eyes too much. I'm not looking at that. I have to look at, like, pins that are basically microscopic, and I'm not doing that right now. Messes with my eyes way too much. I believe they'll all peel off track here and get on pit road. Actually get Kevin Hash after he pulls out of his pit box here for an interview for winning stage 1. me get Hash prepped in here. Don't want to bring him in when he's literally in his pit box. Yeah, that's actually probably gonna be okay. Did him and No, you gotta be kidding me. Was that a synchronized pit stop between Raymond and Hash and Pamatat and I think Monsieur? Okay, no. Okay, I'm actually curious. There is no way I've never saw that ever. It was Little, that's who it was. Okay, I want you all to look at this and get a better view. Okay, so look at Hash and Raymond. Raymond's a lucky dog. Hash is at Jeg's car. As that is almost synchronized. That is creepy. Okay. Anyway, we'll bring in Raymond here. That is disturbing. Or Hash here, sorry. Hey, Kevin, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. I got you loud and clear.
And so you win stage 1. How does the car feel up there being in the lead so far?
Very, very unnerving. It's like very loose and tight at the same time. I don't really know how to describe it other than like it almost feels like the 87 cars do at Talladega.
So, like, do you think... What do you think is going to be the key here at Atlanta? Is it pretty much just survive at this track?
I believe so. I think track position is going to be your key moneymaker, as always in these cars, as it seems, and hopefully not being involved in the big one. I think those are going to be your two keys, because it's very... I mean, even just leading, it starts getting very poor handling for sure.
Yeah, I know the track is pretty hard on tires, so it's going to be something to watch. But, man, I will let you go. Hopefully, I see you being back in here at the end of stage 2. Go get them.
Thank you, sir.
Kevin Hash, I think I just slurred at the end of that. Long story short, I've been taking some things, and it's been making my nervous system, I think that it's on, like, really hyped up, and it's been messing with me pretty much. Yeah. I'm not doing drugs, I promise. They're prescription stuff that I've been supposed to be taking. No, don't even think that. Ooh, excuse me. Pretty much be what we saw at the end of stage 1 here, though. Hash, Raymond, Quick, Monsieur. Everybody took 4 tires and fuel. Some guys got their optional damage fixed, as that was Majivka who did. Majivka might not be caught up to the pack, but green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Here, Quick, pedaling that throttle. He's not going full throttle the whole time. You kind of have to just play with it. You don't want to plow the guy in front of you, but you want to get as close as you can. Using more of an arrow shove. I believe Sawyer, he saw that, and he's like, let's try to get this top lane going again. Let's just see what happens. You see, there are some guys who have that yellow banner. That is, that means that they are in the playoffs. As Coley tries to look on Matson. Give him a little bit of a peek there. I think we might, yeah, we do have somebody around. That's Drapeau, Pamatat, Gale was on the bottom, and that will bring out a caution here. I heard some tires screeching somewhere. Pamatat hits it pretty hard. What happened? Oh, okay. There's a stack up here, actually. So, Masuru looks like he slows down. Pamatat goes to the outside. He might have hopped out of the gas here. Gale probably sees... He probably can't slow down in time. Yeah, he goes up under Pamatat, clips him. Little gets net coated into Little gets net coated into Drapeau here, I believe. Look at this. Yeah, that's the net code between Drapeau and Alex Little. That rips off Drapeau's right front. Habitat looks like he has it saved, and he probably hits that apron here. Now he bobbles it again. Yep, he has the wheel cranked, and it's probably gonna. There it goes. It bites hard. Looks like Noah Gregson 2 years ago, right into that outside wall. As Little gets some damage too. Doesn't look like he actually. That knocked Little's toe out. We'll go and watch his end car here. Guarantee his wheel's gonna be sideways. As he's actually seen if it is right there. It looked like it broke it. As it definitely looked like it knocked it in, but evidently it looked like his toes fine somehow. But when we saw him go down to the bottom and start to swing it around, that was him testing to see if it was broken. But you see Polinsky, Quick, Little, Majivka, Pamitat are all down pit road. I believe the lucky dog went to Brian Wortman, I think. Keyword think. Your pose down pit road too. Yeah, he had to use his fast repair. He had no right front. You don't want to be missing your right front at this track. Other tracks, you can maybe get away with it, like road courses. Possibly. That brings out the very first race-related caution here tonight. You guys will re-rack them and get them going. I think they'll probably go green next time by because I know Dylan Hale. I think he's the RC. He's been kind of cutting these cautions a little bit shorter than what they normally are, which I don't blame him. Nobody likes to go and do I-pacing. This is called I-racing, not I-pacing. So these guys really want to get it underway here. Yep. So put Little at the back here. Where's Wortman at? Wortman's dead. Oh, he's not gonna be able to catch the pack here. Oh no. No, he will. Thought he wouldn't. He almost came out of pit road. A little bit too late there. I thought he was still waiting to go to his pit box. I was about to be like, oh no, that's not good for him at all. He actually was one of the drivers I believe didn't qualify. I don't really blame you for not qualifying here. You kind of don't need to, almost. It's just not worth it. It really isn't in my mind to qualify at some tracks. This is maybe counts as one, maybe. Other tracks you definitely want to qualify because it's hard to pass. That's what Dover is like this week. That track is stupid hard to pass at. Race car will pull in here. Kevin Hash will lead them to green. Matt Quick will be on his outside. Starter's gonna have the flag in his hand as the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Have another caution out here. Someone, I think Drapeau might have spun. Little is involved in it too. Oh. That is destroyed. What in the world happened here? So, okay. What is going on? Okay, I'm trying to look. Msur's up high. Does that pinch Gale? Oh, no, he's gonna hit Gale. No, not yet. Okay, so something else happens. We're fine here. Fine here. Look, okay, that's what happens. So Msur barely nudges Drapeau down on the bottom. What that does is it sends Drapeau down into Little just a little bit. Little gets tapped there, and then that's... Oh, gosh, he overcorrected hard right in the path of Msur. Drapeau avoided it on the apron. So that is a hard hit for Little. Go back and watch that, because that was a vicious hit. He just overcorrected right there. But he pretty much got tapped, and he kind of bobbled it. Right there's where I got hit. Oh, gosh. That was a hard hit. That made the front end of that car fly off. He's running a modified. Not going to work at a track like this. He's going to go down pit road. I want to realize that there is pit. Oh, and Msur's toe is broken also. Never mind. Msur got damage in that too pretty badly. You see it right there. That wheel is supposed to be straight. It is to the left. That means he broke the toe in it. So that's not good for him at all. Little Msur better hope they have a fast repair. Little does. Msur does also. They both pop it. But Cherry and Gale came down. Wortman's down again also. Didn't see those guys get involved in the wreck. That's the second wreck-related caution we've had now. Pretty much back-to-back also. So hopefully this doesn't become a trend. I don't think it will. It's just a freak thing. Steering is already so sensitive. You see the 45 is indeed pacing. Talking about Storm Patterson there. Welcome to iPacing. Sponsored by the yellow flag of iRacing. That does not sound like an American name at all there, but okay. See, does anybody else come down to top off? No one else will. Hamatat did. He's got no damage. This might be him just trying to save like 2 seconds on pit road with fuel. I had to guess, possibly. It's the only thing I could really think about. Let's find out. We're just gonna. I want to guess, but I believe lights are off here. They are definitely off in the pace car. Nope, they're still on. Never mind. I'm lying. Do not pay attention to what I just said there. These guys will get the green flag next time by. We're going to roll just some quick advertisements here.
Some heroes walk on 4 legs. I'm Jason Johnson, founder of Project K9 Hero. Not every retired police K9 or military working dog has a home to go to in retirement. We strive to ensure no hero is left behind. We cover the medical needs of our program members after their faithful service. Our organization also provides a lifetime sanctuary for many of these heroes who may suffer from PTSD. And whenever possible, we find them a forever home. Visit ProjectK9Hero.org to learn how you can help protect those who protected us.
As we are back here at Atlanta, 41 laps into a 100 lap race. 2 race related cautions. One is Johnny, not sure what you mean by that, but okay. If you can clarify that, I'm not completely sure. Yeah, two race cautions. One, first caution was a stage break, so that I don't really count that. But 2 race cautions, pretty much two back-to-back wrecks also, which is not good. You don't want to see that happen, but sometimes it does. Every now and then it will happen. Guys, I'd say once they get spaced out, they'll probably be fine with it. They just don't want to be near each other, and I don't blame them. One track, you surprisingly have a death grip on the wheel because you're trying not to die when the wheel overcorrects. Pace car will pull in here. Kevin Hash will lead them back to green. As green flag is in the air, we are back underway here at Atlanta. On board with some other guys that are in the middle of the pack. That is Treston Ott. But now this top lane's trying to get formed up again. They've got Sawyer, Brandon, Raymond, Storm, Treston, Habitat, and Drapeau with them all there currently. Somewhat working for them, somewhat not at the same time. As it's kind of working for them. They're trying to get it filed up, but they just can't really get lined up like they need to. As Sawyer has a hole down if he wants to, and that's now closed because Boyle's got there off the bumper of Coley. Oh. Yes. I didn't know what you meant. I was like, what? Yeah, this top line, it's just not coming in. It really, I'm surprised, too, that it's not formed up. Jifka, how did these guys get so far behind? Wortman needs to get up behind Gale. I don't think those guys will go a lap down because in 5 laps we're going to have a stage break again here. And then it will be a 50-lap run to the end, hopefully. Sawyer's trying to... I mean, it can't hurt for Sawyer to try to get that top lane. He's trying to actually get it going here a little bit. Somewhat working, kind of not at the same time as he bobbles it. A tad there, almost smidgen comes down and absolutely cleans them out. Hopefully you haven't seen the big one. Oh, never mind. I just cursed them out. Shouldn't have even said that. Cherry's running back here. Gale. Yeah, these guys aren't in danger of going a lap down quite yet. Now, if it was like 25 lap run like stage 1 was, then yeah, you're probably going a lap down. No doubt about that. Because these guys are running, guys that are in the drafts are running low 30s. The guys that are out of it are running high 31s. No, we got somebody around here, though. As there, oh, Little gets involved again. Pamitat also hard hit for those 2 drivers. Little, who had just used his fast repair. Pamitat rolls down off the outside wall, but he has a blown engine. That car is somehow still driving, but it's not driving too well. You can see it there. It's smoking. What happened here? I heard some tires. Looks like another net coat. I don't think he was touched. Oh, nope. I believe that's Balfons that got him there, and then Alex Little he's an innocent bystander. Little hits hard, too. Habitat immediately blows up. I don't know how that car started back. He's very lucky it did, because that thing should probably be destroyed. He's actually going... That's not going to last much longer, but Little jumped to the pits. He's probably out of the race. I think he may have been able to make it back to pit road, though. He actually might be blown up. Is he blown up? I think I think his engine blew on him. Yeah, okay, it did blow up. So both of them blew up. Yeah, Little immediately pushed in the clutch. He knew it when it happened that he blew up. I think Pamitat might have been trying to shove him here at the end down pit road, but he immediately blew up. And yeah, you're not making it through to pit road from there. Everybody was down pit road. Bomb rush is coming. So this is a differentiation. The top 3 took fuel only. And then everybody else took 4 tires fuel, looks like. Now, keep in mind, they're going to have a stage. Oh. We haven't had that many green flag laps, though. I don't know if this is... I don't think these tires are that wore out from these guys, though. It's weird, because here these... Alright, this mic is... I need to get it. This mic is so sensitive, I'm trying not to, like, blow out y'all's eardrums with it. But it's a $400 microphone, so it better be good. And it is. I don't think that was a bad call by those guys that actually only took fuel. If their tires aren't that damaged, I mean, it's not going to hurt them at all. So I don't know. You might hear a little bit of a keel, as it didn't pick that up, luckily. Making this a little bit tighter around the cord. Cable cord, same thing. No. That's where my other one went, and I just smacked my monitor up. Good job, me. I had to not use this mic stand for a little bit, so I'm kind of finding stuff that was parts of it before laying around. This is actually one to my old one. Very, very old one. I don't even think this is a microphone cable. This is... No, that's the anchor. Nah. I find random stuff to mess with sometimes. But Drapeau, Cherry, Kelvin, and Ash will be the drivers here that will lead you back to the green flag. Still says Drapeau's down pit road. He is evidently not. He's on the track. Once he goes back around here, it should show he's the leader. Drapeau will lead him to the green here, and green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here from Atlanta. As they leave Drapeau out to dry, pretty much, they go right around him. They don't want anything to do with him, and that's kind of sad as he's about to swipe Cherry in the rear end here. These guys that didn't pit, though, are dropping pretty fast, surprisingly. I just think these guys on new tires don't have anything, and keep in mind, this Windows stage now. Oh, no, we got another wreck. Gale, Polinsky are involved in it. These guys are broken. Both of them are destroyed, pretty much. Gale goes down to the bottom, gets... Oh, Lord. Gets clipped by Raymond there. I don't think... Yeah, Raymond didn't mean to do that at all. Well, watch right here. Gale gets clipped. Polinsky, innocent bystander, and Polinsky gets... Oh, right into the wall goes Polinsky. Balfons gets some of it also. Manning, luckily... Never mind, not luckily. He netcodes through one of them, but then he hits Gale there. Nothing he can do. And you see Majivka there slowing up as fast as he can. Actually uses the wall to slow down. Not a bad technique if you don't really hit it super hard. Oh, he actually didn't mean to do that. Never mind. But they both roll down, and that's a destroyed race car. Polinsky's down pit road. Pamitat's down pit road. Pamitat had really bad engine damage. Little's still sitting in his pit box. He's not having a good time. I don't know who won stage now. As I got asked for another broadcast. Great. Might be doing 2 in a row. I think I know what Austin's. Hold on. Let me see. Is he doing what I think he is? Oh no, he's actually. Okay, never mind. Okay, I thought he was still. Y'all are wondering. Austin, he's our other streamer. He actually competed in. I decided not to do it. I could care less about the track that's on there. He did the iRacing eNASCAR college stuff, and he actually made it for the race at Daytona. He was doing that. Supposed to have a stream after. Apparently, he feels like crap though. So, one of the broadcasters, or one of the people who was gonna get his race broadcasted by him, messaged me. So yeah, I'm actually seeing what place Austin finished here. He's evidently nowhere to be seen. Lafons, Wortman, Manning. Manning had. I don't think Manning had that bad damage though. He is down pit road. So if I'm guessing, Sawyer won the stage. I don't really know who won that stage. Because he went back to green so close to it. I don't know who it would really have counted for. This is a game of let's guess who won stage. Featuring me. What in the world? I swear. Now speaking about that, actually, I have to wait. I have to wait to tell you all that story. Lights are off in the pace car, though. It will be Sawyer, Hash, Brandon, Storm. A lot of drivers are not here because they have been wrecked out. And they don't have a fast repair to use to fix their car. It is broken. It did my nose, coach. Y'all know where that's from. Not the longest yard. What is it called? It features Adam Sandler as a quarterback. I can't remember what the name of it is. But their cars are broken-did. And you don't want no broken-did car. When your car's broken-did, that ain't good. And you can't pop it back into place like a nose. Pace car will pull in here, though. Sawyer, Hash, Brandon, Storm, Monsieur, and Treston Ott. Your top 6 guys. As the green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. Cash can't find a spot in line, really. He's kind of struggling to find somewhere. He has a line here if he wants to go down. He will not take it. He's going to stick with Bowles here. But Sawyer, he actually will probably lead this lap. I don't think Sawyer's led all season, if I'm correct. Sawyer is the guy that runs the show here at the Iron Thunder Racing League, as Brandon's looking up under him, 4th position. Coming inside of 40 to go here. These guys are hopefully going to calm down a little bit. There's nothing wrong with racing each other. Don't be all over each other, please. Please don't be. As you see Polinsky there, injured soldier on the bottom. I think he's just way off pace right now at this point. But almost single file, somewhat, I guess you can call that. Maybe, maybe not. You pretty much got counted 4. Now I'll give you 4 guys on the top. I don't know if I count Charity being the draft of Pro. I think everybody that doesn't have a faster pair is probably like, okay, let's not go crazy with each other. As Sawyer came off the bottom there, he might actually lose it to Brandon if he's not careful. Brandon kept looking to the inside as Sawyer was coming off that bottom just a little bit every now and then. Bobble's there again, too. I think he's clipping the apron just a tad. They're deciding to stay behind him and push him more than anything else. They don't want to really be up all over him quite just yet. Sawyer keeps doing that. He keeps leaving that bottom open. I don't know if he's meaning to do that. Wortman and Majivka in their own place right now. Their own happy land. Back here behind everybody else. Hash is trying to make that top lane work. He's kind of getting to work too. I think they're being held up by Sawyer a little bit. Sawyer on the exit of 4. He's not staying directly on the bottom, and I think that's stacking up that inside line because you see Hash now. He's getting a pretty good run. Hey, see there, Sawyer actually hops up from the bottom to go to the top line because he sees how fast Hash is going. Decides to work both lanes. He'll continue to. He's trying to work them both. Doing a pretty good job so far. He realizes that Hash just has such a good lead that he's kind of just looking in my mirror, and he's about going to let Brandon into his inside here if he doesn't move down and block him too. As he's cutting the air, but Hash will be able to get to his outside, so these two will battle it out for the lead here. Sawyer versus Kevin. Hash right now, as Hash will actually edge him out. He's got a good shove. No, not actually. Raymond's not up to his bumper quite yet. I don't know if he'll be up there in time for it either, as these guys are about to swipe at each other in the rear end. It's getting close. It was just a kiss. About wrecking each other. See Brandon there on the bottom. We're about to... I thought they were going to split boils there. I thought they were. This looks like they're kind of broken up that top line, or that bottom line now. Everybody's moved up to that top line. It's only really Hash and Raymond. Sawyer's not in distance to help Raymond at all. He's got to get up there to help him more, but Raymond's trying to stick with him. Trying to give him something. I don't think he will be able to give him much, however. No, you can't really. He's getting up there, but I don't think he will. Sawyer, he'll actually go back to the lead now. Storms takes the run that he gets from somebody from behind, ducks out. Doesn't have Boyles to his rear, though, as he will pick up Treston, and he'll go... I thought about going back to the bottom, and he will hop back to the bottom. Now Treston split 3 wide. R.I.P. Treston. He has the lane down, though. I think Gale probably let him in there. I thought Gale would have been out of the race, but he has a... Must have had a faster pair. Really fast pit crew. One of the two. Who knows? Nobody knows. Just yeah, solid EHR. Yes, it wasn't the longest yard. As it was the longest yard. Okay, I did have it right. I thought I was completely wrong. That's how a white man runs a football. They come over there and punch him in the nose, or they absolutely destroy that guy. About 2 plays later. Remember when Adam Sandler dropped back and hit the ref in the nuts? Go for the left and for the right. You gonna call good calls? Yeah. What? Okay, what Willie does that to him. This is weird. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but anyway, they're kind of singled out now. While Fonzie getting a shove from Coley, Coley probably won't be able to do anything with them. So now they get Cherry to come up with them too. Sawyer on that bottom lane with Brandon. Brandon's giving Sawyer a pretty good shove also. I've noticed that a little bit here. Getting up on his bumper. Alphonse surprisingly kind of got up there a little bit more. I think that's really just that top line breaking up more than anything else. It's bad for some of these guys. But Sawyer continues to lead here, but as these guys have calmed down a little bit, we will take our first real full commercial break here as we will go side by side. However, you guys will not miss anything.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
As we have Josh Coley turn there, you saw, I think he just pinched Majivka up in the wall, didn't realize he was there, kept coming up on him, and that will bring out the 6th caution, 5th race-related caution. However, Coley, I don't think his damage is too bad, however, for him. He really didn't hit very hard. I just think he got side drafted. And once he kind of got to Majivka's right rear, he just kind of started to drift up there. I don't think he meant to do that at all, but we'll go on a chase view. That's really the best one that we have of it. As you see there, he may have thought Majivka was going to run a little bit higher, but I don't. That's nothing malicious at all by Majivka. Hopefully Majivka stopped beating the throttle. I think he did. He's probably just getting slowed down in time. You can only slow down so fast. Yeah, he's slowing down there. I don't think Coley knew he was there. Maybe he just kept coming up. Yeah, that was not. I can't put that on Majivka at all. But Matt Quick stays out. Interesting here from him. need to delete this here from somebody. Austin was sick, so having to cancel on the broadcast that he put up. That was supposed to be today for him. Whew. See if Quick comes down pit road. I don't think he will. I will find out here. Delete that and delete it forever. Okay, yeah, we're good. He actually scheduled that unlisted too. Actually, that was actually smart of him to put that on there. I may have not been able to get to that if we didn't have this little caution that happened. We did have pretty much. Oh Lord, we pretty much had the whole field come down besides Matt Quick. So he's in. Yeah, he's gonna have some fun here. He's gonna have to hold off a lot, guys. I mean, a lot of people that will be coming for that lead because they'll see Quick there and they'll be like, "Oh, that's a nice lead you got. You mind if I take it?" What are we trying to do from Quick? Very, very shortly. But our lights are already off, so they will go green on lap 21 here. Okay. Pace car will pull off here, though. So Quick did not pit. Raymond did. Everybody else did behind him, so it's going to be fun. But green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Real question is does Matt Quick have enough fuel to make it to the end of the race? I have no idea. Let's play the game of let's find out if he does or doesn't. If he runs out, well, that's going to be clobbered from behind from everybody else, probably. Raymond jumps up there a little bit. I think he kind of overreacted there a little bit. But Storm and Sawyer go up to the top. Hash can't go anywhere because Sawyer's to his outside, so Hash has pretty much no choice but to help Quick, but he's not really up to Quick's bumper either. We almost have one there. Storm sees Hash come up the track. Storm immediately turns right to stay off of him. That was a good move from Storm there. Very fast reaction. He saw that happen. He was like, oh no. He knew it was coming, so he immediately steered away from him as fast as possible. Look like back here, if I had to choose to be a driver, I would honestly probably choose to be probably Drapeau. I would not want to be a car on the outside. Actually, I probably want to be Boyles. Yeah, I'd probably be Boyles or Drapeau right now. I think Drapeau would probably be the... Well, yeah, I think Drapeau would be probably the best option here. Sawyer's actually got a freaking shove from God himself up here to get up here. I mean, he is absolutely going off the bumper of Storm currently. Storm, Raymond, I think he's trying to side draft Quick there, and he's... Weird thing, too, about... I think I might have talked about it earlier. Tire wear is kind of odd. You get up in that high line, and you try to turn more, you're really burning off the right rear, surprisingly, as Quick now gets shuffled to the back. That's what I thought would happen to him eventually. I knew that was going to happen sometime or another. Quick will go all the way back to 14th. I was not surprised. Everybody does maybe have a set of tires left. Yeah, they should have a set of tires left because they've about pitted 3 times, some guys 4 times, some guys 6 times, but that's fuel. Fuel or damage, one of the two. Do I know which one? Nope, because I can't see that. As Sawyer almost gets turned from Hash. He shoots down right to the bottom. I thought Hash was going to clip him. Send him through a little landscaping business. That was ended up really bad for him. That was horrible. I really thought that was going to end with somebody dying there for a second, but luckily nobody does. That can be seen as good or a bad thing, depending on who you are. Ash will go to the lead here just a little bit. He's got Raymond behind him. I would trust Raymond to shove me too. That sounds weird. Storm's hopping up into that top lane in front of Gale. Gale has made a good rebound tonight so far. Coley, I think Coley used his faster player. Might have not had to use one though, because you really didn't get that much damage. He was kind of slowly squeezed into the wall. Well, he was slowly squeezing somebody into the wall. Let me rephrase that. Majivka might have came down a little bit earlier too than what Coley thought, but I can't really blame that on Majivka. Sawyer's trying to side draft Raymond here. He's trying to find a spot in line. He actually hops up in front of Storm. So it's Hash, Raymond, Sawyer, Storm, Gale, Coley. I think that's Balfon's there. Yes, it is. And Masur in the back. Right now, Sawyer, he keeps working both lanes. I think he's trying to get a run and time it. He needs to bring Brandon with him somehow. What he really needs is, in the ideal world for him is he gets a big run and Brandon gets a big run at the same time, and he hops down the bottom lane, and Brandon is coming with that run, and he just shoves Sawyer past him. But that isn't a perfect world. Sadly, we do not live in that. So I wish we would sometimes. But 12 laps to go here. Sawyer, maybe he likes what he sees out of his rearview mirror, but at SuperSpeedways, being the leader with not a lot of laps left is probably one of the most terrifying things. You are basically glued to that rearview mirror because they are going to be trying to pass you, and you've got to figure out when are they going to pull out, when are they going to try to block, or when are they going to try to pass you. When do you throw the block? Do you block them? Do you get left out to dry? Do you not get left out to dry? It's just so many variables that you can't control. At half the time, you really are guessing about what's going to happen. You really do not know. Sawyer's getting out there pretty far. He's got to be a little bit careful. Don't get out too far there, bud. Only reason I say that is because if he did, then guys behind them would be able to get a really big run off of it. Hash will actually go back to the lead. Tristan tried to go to the middle. Storm, I think Storm let Tristan up there. It was almost bad. I think Storm was being very courteous to him at that point. Clicked on Pamitat there. We almost have there. Somebody goes around. Coley goes around off the bumper of Balfon's. I think we will stay green, though, because Coley is off the racing surface. Does a little bit of landscaping there. We stay green, however, because it was so far back in the pack. These guys are throwing haymakers up here. Went quiet there for half a second because I was trying to figure out what was happening. Oh, there goes Manning gets clipped there I think that was Matson, I believe. I don't want to be calling it too soon. Might have been Matson. Yeah, that was Matson that clipped him. Gregory got up high, and then Matson just washed up the track also. Manning, luckily, where he was already up against the wall, really didn't hit hard at all, and he kind of just backs it in there. He's not going to have a lot of damage on that car. He should be fine. But that is I had a feeling that was going to end up happening eventually. I really do. Or I really did. I do. I think Coley, that was actually a break for Coley, because Coley needed that caution. He'll be caught up with everybody else here now. So we got some guys. I mean, yeah, these guys are going to come down pit road because they got spun. They did pretty much get spun. As these guys are under caution here, that we will try to get that commercial break that I wasn't able to get done at the time I tried to attempt it.
I played a couple of simulators, and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Gonna have to cut that ad there a little bit short. That's my ad, so I'm not too worried about it. But 7 cautions, 4 laps left. See if these guys can make it a green run to the end of the race here. Pace car pulls in. Hash and Raymond will lead them to green here as the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. 4 laps left. See, Hash gets around these guys. Looks like they're 3 wide there. Matt Cherry will be squeezed into the wall there a little bit by Brandon. Didn't mean to do that. Cherry will stay there in the middle. Gale almost comes up and hits him, though. Sawyer's trying to fight for the lead here. He's got Storm behind Tim, but Hash has Raymond, and Raymond and Hash were working together early in the race as they have somebody leaning up there. Coley leans on Matson to get that position. Hash has a huge run. That bottom line is just not formed up. You see Balfon's trying to nudge his way in here. Breaking up that bottom line is able to be coming to the white flag here. It's pretty much Raymond and Hash versus Sawyer and Storm on the bottom line. Hash has that lead here. He's going to be working both lanes. When is Raymond going to lay off and get his run? Who's going to make something here? Cherry almost gets turned. He saves it, though. Bobbles it, keeps it straight. He'll lose a lot of positions here. Sawyer has one last chance. He's got to get everything he can from Storm. Is Raymond going to take one last shot here? Sawyer, he has the lead now. Can he edge him out at the line? They're going to go side by side with each other as he will almost turn him, and I think Storm might have got him. No, Raymond got him at the line by 100th of a second. Raymond Rittenauer will take home the lead here, or the win here. Watch what happens here as Sawyer's trying to side draft Hash. Actually comes off of him. I think he tries to get up to him again. They side draft there, and I do not know how in the world Raymond won this race. I mean, I'm going to try to pause it. I mean, look at how close these guys are. And that's not going frame by frame either. I mean, that is incredibly close. We'll actually go frame by frame right now. Oh, not there. That's not what I need to do. We'll do it manually because that's the only way I can do it to get it frame by frame. It is right there. That's how close that race was at the end of it. It was a good finish, though, as Raymond's burning it down. See Raymond do his burnout here. We will pull up the finishing order here, though, while he is having his little celebration with his car. Go to a blimp view because I can't go to a normal view, really. And we'll bring the top three for a interview here. Storm, Hash, and Raymond. Hey, Storm, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Hey, brother.
Man, so you come home third, fall a little bit short, but how was that finish that you saw unfold in front of you?
Oh, that was insane. I was just 100% devoted to Sawyer this entire race. I think that last section of the track was the only time I was ahead of him. We really wanted to get him in the playoffs and just came a little bit short. We did it perfect, but Sunshine just did a little bit better than us. So it was a really good finish. Just wish we could have finished that out for Sawyer there. I'm disappointed only because Sawyer's not in the playoffs, but it was a good race. All the JCOM guys are really good together. It was a really good battle between us and SuperSpeedway, and yeah.
I mean, it was definitely crazy there at the end. I knew you were going to probably help Sawyer, and he just came up a little bit short, and it was definitely insane. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Oh, yeah, you for broadcasting as always. VRX for being title sponsor here. Gutter Team, everyone sponsors this league. Ott Company, and just all the boys back at JCOM and Powster.com. Just got to thank all of them, and yeah, looking forward to playoffs here.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good third place finish tonight, though, man.
Thank you, brother.
Storm Patterson, the third place driver. We'll bring in the second place driver, and Kevin Hash. I believe he won't be too happy for a minute here if I can find Hash. There he is. Hey, Kevin, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. I got you loud and clear.
Man, so you had the lead there up until pretty much the last 100 feet. What was going through your head coming off that corner? Because it was hectic there for sure.
Well, me and Sawyer go way back, so I knew he was going to be trying anything he could to get it at the line. So I was trying to stay a little bit away so as make it difficult on him at least if he wanted to try to get up and try to side draft. So I think he just came up a little bit too much. We were just kind of trying to go out to save real estate. But yeah, I knew track position was key the whole race. Fell back pretty deep in the pack there, but luckily I had Buddy Ray back there that could push us back up to the front. So to see him win still was pretty cool because if it wasn't for him, I'd have probably been mired back in ninth for the whole rest of that end of that race there.
Yeah, it seems like this track was surprisingly, kind of reliant on track position, which I wouldn't have thought it was. But man, that was that was close there at the end. Did you think it was going to be that close, or did you feel pretty secure going into turns 3 and 4? Because you had Sawyer kind of behind you, but he got a really big just boost out of nowhere there.
Yeah, I knew the bottom had been getting a pretty good run out of 4, so I knew it was going to be close enough. I thought for sure having Ray. I looked back and I noticed Storm wasn't as connected to Sawyer, so I knew I'd have the arrow push there. And I really thought for sure we was going to get clear. My main goal was going to be trying to get Ray past Sawyer there, so we got a 1-2 for Sip and Shine. But yeah, I knew it was going to be close coming to the line, especially Sawyer. Sawyer's not a slouch on these restrictor plate style tracks, the draft tracks. He's probably one of the best out here, so I knew it was going to be a tough fight to the line. And yeah, I'm still happy with the result. Luckily, we didn't all die at the line. That was my main goal. I was like, we fought too hard, got 2 stage wins. If we can just get at least second, I'll be happy. But yeah, I've got to give a huge shout out to Ray on the win. He stayed behind me, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have got second tonight.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I should have a couple friends watching too. A couple good friends of mine. They were supposed to be tuning in tonight. I know they already been lighting up my Snapchat, letting me know that they were frustrated I couldn't get the win. Them, Drone Corps, buddy of mine's company there. Gotta give them a huge shout out, supporting Jegs. You guys for the broadcast and the whole ITRL crew for everything they do.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good second place finish tonight, man.
Thanks.
We will bring in the race winner in Raymond Rittenauer. Hey, Raymond, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
And so you win it by 0.02 of a second there at the line. What was going through your head coming off of 3 and 4? Because that got hectic there.
That was crazy. I had to side draft so much there to try to help Kevin. I was committed to Kevin the whole way until I don't even know what happened there.
Yeah, I think
we
Sawyer
all
tried
kinda
to
got
come
together.
I think Sawyer tried to come up in side draft. He tried to do it again, and then he just ended up clipping him. But I was like, what in the world is happening there? And then I thought it was originally Storm that got it, and then it said you won it. And I was like, oh, my Lord, because that was just so much happening at once. I mean, what was going through your head pretty much that whole last lap, though? Was it just stay behind Kevin at that point?
Yeah, there was no way I was going to get around Kevin, so I had to pretty much just side draft as much as I could just to protect me and him from falling back. And yeah, it got pretty crazy there at the end.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I thank my sponsor, Lucky Dogs, and my teammates, Matt, Kevin, Josh, Larry, all the practice we put in. It's really paying off. Excited to see what we can do in the playoffs.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good win here tonight. As that was Raymond Rittenauer, the race winner. I will go over the finishing order here. Raymond Rittenauer first, Kevin Hash second, Storm Patterson third, Ott fourth, Matt Quick fifth, Brandon Klusch sixth, Christopher Gale seventh, eighth George Balfons Jr., ninth Josh Coley, 10th Treston Ott, 11th Eric Drapeau, 12th Kelvin Masseur, 13th Matt Cherry, 14th Adam Bowles, 15th Dave Matson, 16th Paul Majivka, 17th is Manning Gregory, 18th Brian Workman, 19th Landon Polinsky, 20th Brandon Pamitat, and 21st is Alex Little. Just some guys caught up in incidents that they really couldn't do. That's just what happens at tracks like this. But I will be streaming Ghost Cup Series tomorrow. So if y'all are bored, don't mind tuning in to that. But I will roll this animation, and I will let you all go.